Working on, sorry. Has this been here this whole time? My phone has been here this whole time. I'm sorry, that was stupid. I think it's time that we stop having fear in the classroom as well. With it now being the new year and everyone setting goals or resolutions, whatever you want to call it, I decided that I want this to be my year where I start living more fearlessly. I want this just to be for my personal life, but I want it to be for my teaching life as well. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year! It's now 2018. There's something I've been wanting to share with you guys for a while now, but I really haven't gotten the courage to do so. But I decided because it's a new year, why not do it now? For a while now, there's been one word kind of in the back of my head that I kind of wanted to live my life by, but I've been too scared to say it out loud, just because if you know me as a person, then you would know that this word that I want to live by is totally not me and not a word that you would use to describe me. If you know me, then you know that I'm really shy, especially if I don't know people. I'm very much a person that I don't like to go off and do things by myself. I'm more like keep to myself kind of person, and I really won't open up to people until I really get to know them. And because of this shyness or fear that I have, it's led me to not do things that I really want to do in my life. Or it hasn't let me to go out and try things by myself because I've been too scared to do that, and I've just kind of let that hold me back in my own personal life and my teaching life as well. And it's almost as like I've let this fear kind of control my life, and being as a new year, I just kind of want to let that go and just start taking more control of my life. And don't get me wrong, there were some times I could push my shyness aside and go out and do something that I really wanted to do, and I set my mind to it and I did it. Or sometimes I'm kind of in a situation where I have to force myself to not be quiet and to hold back and be more a listener, because there's some situations where you just have to do it, and I'm still not like in control of it, whether or not I'm forced in that situation, but I want to have more control over it. I want to go back to October because we had a trainer come into our school because we are a Leader in Me school, and we just switched I don't even know what our mentor, is that the right word I'm looking for? But we had a new one coming in. I know what a Leader in Me school is. It's basically the 7 Habits that's by Franklin Covey, and there's a ton of books out there. There's tons for kids that we use for your classroom. There's some for yourself as well. And if you have been in a Leader in Me school before, you know that it focuses more on you as yourself first when you get training, and then you get the training to how to use this in your classroom. But even still, this is our 2nd year with Leader in Me. We have been working on training for ourselves and to improve ourselves to be better. In October, we had this new trainer come in, and she told us that she wanted us to pick one word that we want to focus on that's just going to encompass our whole mission statement. So we had to make a personal mission statement for ourselves, not for our classroom, not for teaching, just for our personal life mission. And what is that? What do we want to say? What do we want to achieve in our life? And we kind of did it when we first started, but it was really short. We didn't really have much time to think about it. So when she came in, it had been like a year after we had made that personal mission statement, and she just told us to pick one word that you wanted to summarize what your mission is about. And so so it's time to write your word down on a sticky note, and everyone's starting to write, and here I am sitting at my group of mostly teachers that are on my team, looking around, kind of peeking to see what's their word, what word are they choosing. But in the back of my head, I'm thinking, you know what word you need to write down, because you have been thinking of this word for a while now, but you've been too scared to say it out loud, too scared to use this word in your life. You need to write it down. Or this mentor lady, I don't remember her name or else I would mention it. I can't, we only met her one time. But when she had told us time was up, I suddenly realized I wrote down the word that I had been thinking of for years, and that word is fearless. But of course, after I write down this word, she begins to explain that we're gonna have an accountability partner. So basically we had to write down 2 sticky notes, and one was for ourselves and the other was for our partner. And we had to switch with our partner and explain why we did that word. And I had to, my accountability partner is someone who's on my kindergarten team, so it works out great. As fate would have it, she begins to call on me to share what my word is. And I even think she didn't even like expect me to say that word as well, because it's kind of a strong word, I feel like. And she was kind of taken aback by it, but then she was like, I love that word. And granted, this was in October, and I haven't really been using that as my mission for my life and to do more things fearlessly. It was kind of like when she called on me to share my word, it was kind of like, well, here you go, like now you have to be fearless, now you have to share this word with the entire staff. And if the whole like staff like knows you personally, most people I think were kind of shocked that that was the word that I chose, because a lot of people, when we had to go and share, so not only with our county partner, but then we like shared within like our table, a lot of them were kind of like, why did you choose that word and why do you want that word to be your mission? And because I've been working with most of these people for the last 4 years of my life, most of them know me. They know I'm very shy. They know that's just how I am, and they kind of just expect that. So when I shared that word, a lot of them were like, are you sure that you want that to be a word? And then when I explained why I wanted that to be a word, they were like, okay, like, I can see that. So why did I choose the word fearless as like my summary word to describe my mission statement? Well, kind of like I said before, I've always been very shy. I keep to myself unless it's people that I know and love, but sometimes the fear of like making a mistake or fear of people judging you or just being scared in general to just do something and just try it. And sometimes the fear of making a mistake or looking stupid, just being scared in general, has made me not want to do some things in my life that I want to do. And it's not just my personal life, but it is my teaching life as well. With it now being the new year and everyone setting goals or resolutions, whatever you want to call it, I decided that I want this to be my year where I start living more fearlessly. Now that doesn't mean I'm just gonna suddenly become this very talkative and extroverted person everywhere I go. Like, it's gonna take some time. I'm gonna have to do it in like baby steps, and some things that I think is me being fearless may not be something that's fearless to somebody else. I'm definitely going to, and I've kind of already started doing that with like even things that I've done today, and even sitting down now just to make this video. I told myself, you need to be fearless, you need to do it. Sit down, record the video, talk, and put it up there and share it with the world. And that's what I'm doing. And there were some things already that I have kind of started doing that in my eyes was me being fearless. Like starting an Instagram account. Granted, I have been working on, even though I've had like my Instagram account for over 2 years now, I haven't really, there's some things I wanted to post, and then I ended up deleting it because I didn't feel like it's like safe to post it out there, and I didn't want people to suddenly judge me. Or sometimes I want to like act silly on Instagram stories, and sometimes I just do it and just like let it go. And other times I'm like, no, I don't know, that's not probably a good thing I should share, but it would have been like perfectly fine. I've just been too scared to do it. And even like vlogging and posting videos on YouTube is something that I definitely have started to help me to become more fearless and to start posting more videos and everything. And I will tell you, I really actually started vlogging in June when I was teaching summer school, but because I didn't know what I was doing, I didn't like the way I sounded on camera, I didn't like the way I looked on camera, I never posted those. I deleted them. I decided no one's gonna wanna watch this. Why would anybody want to? Who wants to do that? So I deleted it, and I just kind of let fear take control of that again. And then it wasn't until like end of July, August, when I was like, you know what? We're gonna do this for 1 year. We're gonna vlog for a year of school. And if it's horrible and nobody watches it and I don't like it and I hate it and I just don't like it anymore, then I'm not gonna do it. And I gotta tell you, it was really hard those first couple of videos of me posting videos on YouTube and everything. I've even looked back on some of them and I just kind of think, oh gosh, they're so cringeworthy. But you have to start somewhere, and you have to just do it so you can get better. And I definitely think I've gotten better through each video that I've done. But there are still videos, especially when I was doing Vlogmas, that I could have posted, but I decided not to because I was too scared with the content that was on there. I didn't feel like I had that much to say. I didn't like how I looked in a certain angle, and then I just decided, you know what, I'm not posting that. Nobody wants to see that. Instead of just doing it, But even now, there are some videos, and I'm sure when I'm editing this video, there's gonna be something that I say or do that I'm not gonna feel comfortable posting, but I know that there's someone out there that's just like me that's gonna watch this, and they're gonna think, if she can do it, I can do it too. And that's what my hope is, because I want to help people who are like me and are too scared to do things, or maybe you're not even scared to do things, but you want to be more fearless in your life, or you want to be more fearless in your classroom. My goal or resolution, whatever you want to call it, for this year is to live more fearlessly. I want this just to be for my personal life, but I want it to be for my teaching life as well. Especially when it comes to classroom, there is a sense of fear, which I definitely get it a lot as well, especially when the word play is mentioned, or doing like alternative seating in your classroom, or teaching kids a certain way because you know that's how they're gonna learn, or doing more songs in your classroom. Your kids are acting or more loud than like doing a work quietly than everyone else is doing, and just being different than other teachers out there. But some other teachers like me, they're kind of scared of failing, or they don't want to do something and it doesn't work well with the kids, or admin doesn't approve, and then what are you supposed to do then? And just trying to be a better teacher and everything. And I think it's time that we stop having fear in the classroom as well. You know your school, you know your district, you know your admin, and unfortunately there are some things you know you're just never going to be able to do at your school or in your classroom because of those people and because of some people's beliefs. Unfortunately, that does happen. But there are some cases where you can meet halfway, or just don't be afraid to try something new in your room and see what happens. Encouraging myself and you to be more fearless in the classroom, of course within reason. Don't come back to me saying that you got fired because you did something like crazy, reckless in your room. Don't do that. Like, come on now. Maybe it's something like you want to add fun lights to your classroom, or you want to lower the tables and have alternative seating. Maybe make a table out of a stage. Your kids are dancing and singing on tables, or you're doing morning tubs instead of doing a worksheet first thing in the morning. There's some things in my classroom that I've been wanting to do, but I've been too scared to do because I'm afraid of what other people think, and I'm afraid of how it's going to work out in my classroom. So my challenge for myself, and you too if you would like to join, is to post a picture on Instagram every Friday of something I did that was fearless. And it can be something personal in your life, it can be something teacher wise, you get to choose. And again, what you consider to be fearless for yourself is going to be different for what I consider fearless for me. So there may be some things that I post that you might not think is being fearless, but for me it is. And the same thing for you too. Be as little as having my kids sitting on a table to sing a class mission statement song, or it might be something as big in my life as going skydiving. I mean, I have no plans to go in skydiving anytime soon, but you never know. I'm gonna explain in my post why that was something fearless, because again, some people might not realize why I'm posting that or why I think that's being fearless, but I'm going to explain why I think it is. Feel free to join me on this journey, but don't feel like you have to post every week. That's just my personal goal. What I hope to learn from this is to take more chances and to do more things that scare me, not only in my personal life, but in my professional life as well. Never know, maybe one day I'll lose a part of that shyness that I have just from doing this and posting a picture every week, because I'm gonna have to start doing things to post every week. So I'm gonna have to figure out one thing that's gonna have to do with me being fearless. It's a new year, so why not take that chance? That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Comment down below how you are planning on going to be fearless this year, whether that's in your classroom or in your personal life as well. And I'm planning on posting on my Instagram on Fridays of just everything that I've done, and who knows, maybe I'll do a recap once the year is over, or maybe halfway through the year, of things that I've done fearlessly in my life, just to share with you guys how that's going. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel so you can be updated with any other videos I post. And if you're wanting to watch any other videos that I've posted, click the video links here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys!